patrols heading around. There's the front desk, which you can see is an office where kind of open a little bit, where there's a kind of a dock master with a bunch of like signing papers as people are bringing their goods up onto the docks, and also doing sales and buys and stuff like that. There's the building is just big, long, flat building made of stone. You see the two double doors, and that's about all you can really see from your vantage point.
What part do we think they locked themselves in?
They locked themselves. You mean like the double doors?
Yeah.
They're on the side of the building, face away from the dock, so the south side of the building. It's about I'd say 10 yards back.
Okay,
I mean,
but it's not like a main entrance or anything. Maybe it's like a private storehouse or something.
Maybe. It's part of the same building, but that's.
I'll go up to the dockmaster and say, I've been trying to make a business deal. I noticed something. I was wondering about those double door or the doors over there.
All right. Let me make a good roll. The man brightens up to you immediately. He says, "Fengrim, it's good to see you back."
I'll pet his beard. Yeah.
You recognize the old dock master as Jerry, of all names. You never heard him say his last name. He just goes by Jerry.
His last name is Atrick.
Oh gosh. That happened. And he says, "It's good to see you back. Do you have any more?" He looks both ways a little bit. "Goods for me."
As a matter of fact, I'm sure we'll have something.
That sounds excellent. And about the double doors, well, this whole entire building belongs to Mr. Oh, I forgot his first name.
Anderson.
Mr. Berter Hyde.
Yeah.
He basically, we all know the local lord doesn't really run the place. He comes by and grabs some taxes and slave money every once in a while, but Hyde really runs everything. He pays me to be up front, and he just every time he gets new goods or slaves, he brings them back into those double doors over there, and I don't ask questions.
Tell me, Jerry, what is his favorite flavor? What is it that he seems to look for?
Well, every time I see a group of slaves, it's rare that I'll see, at least the ones that go back in the double doors, it's rare that I'll see any that are alike, I suppose. All the ones that are normal, portly men like me, or normal humans, unless there's something real special about them, get carted off down as dock workers for all the arriving ships. Other than that, can't tell you much.
Three-Pack, I have a plan.
The lizard.
You have to trust me.
The lizard snaps to attention and licks his eyeball.
What we'll do, Three-Pack, is pretend to sell the demon child.
The demon child's head kind of quirks at you. Kind of one of those.
No, this is a good plan. No, we're clearly going to see if the exotic nature of our party can't win us a few moments. Then we'll see if we can get the guy's assistant to touch the power stone and blow the place up. Then we'll run away.
Wait, what?
Touch it.
Okay. Do I still have you?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the plan?
Jerry, is it possible that you could set up a meeting a business meeting with Mr. Hyde?
Well, it's hard for me to get in touch with the man himself. He doesn't talk to just anyone, but I may be able to talk to someone that could talk to someone that could talk to someone.
It would be good if this happened very, very quickly.
Well, he's obviously going to want some reason to even bother talking to you. You got anything good for him?
A lizard man and demon child.
I was gonna say, tell him Fengrim calls.
Who?
Tell him I saw his wares, and he saw what I'm capable of.
What is that demonry? Did you hear that? Sorry, go ahead.
The demon engine approaches. Tell him that he knows that I know that he knows. That I know what he's looking for, and I wouldn't disappoint.
He's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Give me till tonight, and I'll meet you in the tavern.
All right.
The stout wizard, not the little crappy one where people get murdered down the way.
I'm tempted to be like, Jerry, don't fail me. But I'll play it close to the chest.
All right, we'll jump back over to Ater, and finally,
no, seriously, do this right.
finally, in Fengrim's lot, we've got another one of these crown types. Would we have a starting bid at 150? You hear a 150. All right, we have a 150. Do we have a 200? Do we have a 200? And the guy calls out, "Yeah, I'll take him for 200. 200. Going once. Going twice.
250?
250. Back in the back."
The correct play was 250 before the guy mentioned 200, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, 250.
It'd be kind of funny if you just failed miserably, came back with one guy and 0 money. And Fengrim's just like, seriously?
All right.
You left me to do the bartering? Come on now.
Do we have a 300? You managed to hear one guy call out, Turns out it's actually the sheep man from Balaguru. No, it's a guy just calls out, "Oh, all right, 300 it is. 300 going once, going twice."
450.
No!
450?
Yes.
450 going once, going twice.
And I'll cast Pain.
Oh, you're casting pain?
Yes, on the last guy that just yelled the 300.
All right, I need you to roll for distance. I need you to roll an 11.
11. 3D. I just rolled a 1, 2, 3, so a 6.
All right, the man goes, "Hey!" And he says, 500 for the man," and a screaming excitedness. And he's like, "What? No, I wasn't. Going once, going twice. Sold for 500.
Worked perfectly.
All right.
So
I need to check your grimoire, Lucas, and subtract whatever fatigue points you need to
Yes,
for
it's
that.
2.
Beautifully done, sir. So, you have a bowman still with you?
We'll put him back on the market here soon.
So we only really lost out on 200, so we came out pretty okay.
Yeah.
Might be able to do something with the bowman.
Well, what'd you get for the first guy again?
400.
400.
That's what I thought. So 900 gold is given to you, and
Minus 100. 150. Excuse me, sorry.
What's that?
Why?
Minus 150.
Why?
Because we bought it, dude.
Oh, that's right.
The 150 goes back to us, doesn't it?
No, you had to
He's
pay.
our own guy.
Doesn't matter. You had to pay for him.
Well,
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I don't know what the commission is. Yes, we should get part of the 150.
Yeah. I need to actually do the roll up for how much you get total.
So of the 900.
So of the 900, you get. Gosh, what is that? Quick calculator.
Just take 50 off of each.
No, that's not how it works. I'm the
commission.
I'm the game master. You will listen to me.
I'm the game master. I'll be the one that fails at math.
Yes, right. It looks like so $90. You get $810 for the two guys.
810, okay.
Yep. And then you get let's see here, one. Yeah, you lose out on 15 gold.
Yeah.
So it'd be 955 is what we actually got from everything.
Well, no.
Well,
No.
10.
It'd be 810.
minus 15.
Minus 15.
So 795.
Yes.
Not awful.
Well, that's the crowd in the background. Okay, so you still have one bowman, and then the auctioneer says, and that's it for today. The auction block is closed till tomorrow. Okay, so that's that. The auction is over. You can take your bowman and head off to try to find everyone else, or wait there for them to find you, or head towards the tavern, whatever you want to do, Ater.
I will ask around in the crowd to see if anybody wants to buy a bowman for 300.
Some guy looks at you and says, I'll give you 50 for him. He's not going to be a sanctioned slave, so I'm not going to pay you good money for him.
Take 100.
Make a roll.
Knock off some of this debris he pulled the arrow out. He's good as new.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look, he's perfectly healthy. I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 1, so 5.
Okay. He says, alright, 100 it is. He slaps the coins in your hand, and then grabs the
Slaps the
bowman.
bowman on the ass. And
Yeah.
like,
You're coming with me.
Our collective bad.
Yeah, he kind of grabs the bowman roughly by the neck and shoves him in line with the other ones, where his little minions chain him to the other slaves, and they head off.
Okay.
Well, you did all right. You did all right.
So 895 out of 1,000 possible, probably.
Well, there was much more possible. Just
Well, not for somebody that doesn't negotiate and just kills people.
You
and that,
do.
ladies and gentlemen, is our leader.
Yes. You do, however, as you're walking away, get a very dirty look from the man who you cast pain on. You may not
Kind of intimidate.
you may not have been as sneaky about it as you first appeared.
I vote that your very next points should go into intimidate,
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
especially since you have some IQ.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue with the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, back to the other group. If you guys are done talking to Jerry, and he's kind of, he's finishing up business, and then he'll probably go talk to the people. But you've got
I will
the
trust Jerry not to be stupid enough to be over on this one.
to what?
I'm trusting Jerry to not be stupid on this one.
Well, he's your only lead at the moment, so
Yep.
you might as well.
Yep.
So right now, all you have is what you know from him. You have a name, Birder Hyde, and you kind of know that apparently he likes exotic slaves for whatever weird reason. But
I don't like the way you said that.
you may, head off towards wherever you can think of in a small town like this.
Well, he said he would meet us at the tavern. Fengrim is going to go straight to the tavern.
Okay.
Oh, well, no. Fengrim made promises. Damn it. Fengrim will go to where he can buy armor and weapons.
Okay. You head down the street and come across,
I'm talking about like a place where you would buy like, oh, I have some new guards for my pavilion or my summer house. Let's outfit them. Not like, hey, I'm an adventurer who's rich. Let's.
Yeah. Most of the stuff, there's no you don't really see blacksmiths or tanners or anything like that. It's mainly just people hawking their wares from buildings or side things. And so, what are you looking for?
Let me open the actual page. You want to continue on while I make a list?
Sure, why not?
All right.
The rest of
It's
you.
going to come down to whatever he wants is fine, but it's going to be like leather armor, like a full set of leather for the lizardman.
The thing about the lizardman is he never really actually. He's kind of like the demon child. He doesn't actually say anything, but he understands everything you say. Like he follows your orders and.
Well, if he doesn't want a weapon, that's fine. But I figured if he wants anything like, if he wants a crossbow, we can find a crossbow. Crossbow.
From what you know of how he was captured, he was definitely I believe he was wielding a club.
If he's most comfortable with a club, he can have a club, or we can get him a mace. We'll probably get him a mace.
Yeah.
Maces are beastly.
Maces are pretty good.
If that's what he wants, so like be like, oh, I'll just point to a rack of weapons or something and be like,
his tail kind of wags and he kind of claps his hands.
Whatever he picks out is fine.
Yeah. Just go ahead and, you're gonna have to get him some bigger leather armor. So go ahead and add $10, 10 cash to the price.
Sure.
Whatever leather armor is, and then
I will make my way towards them. By the way,
the maces, all weapons will be marked up 20%.
Okay.
Or any weapons and stuff like that. And what about the rest of you? Are you following Fengrim around, or are you heading off somewhere else?
I had to pay for my own healing, so I'll just follow along.
Well, if you'd wait until I get to you guys, I will actually dole out some cash.
He doesn't know that.
Fengrim's
I don't know that. I'm just
okay.
following Fengrim, though.
Okay, Drew?
Yeah,
Ash?
following.
Okay. You all kind of fall in the line, and at one point you realize that the demon child is, staring at some flowers. Just kind of looking at him awkwardly, and you kind of, look away for a second, look back, and all the flowers are dead, and he's walking away.
I thought you wanted to buy some.
Ater Dominus catches up with the wagon and the horses and the last cultist, Tom.
Nope, oh yeah, the last cultist, yeah.
Yeah, Tom's with you. You guys killed Mark. Mark and Travis are dead. It's just Tom now.
I
Old
will
Tom.
actually put that in parentheses, Tom.
It'll be old Tom, really old Tom, and dead Tom.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and purchase everything you want for the Lizardman and go ahead and mark him as having such.
Yeah, it's taking me a little while, but I'll get it.
His strength is actually 13.
13?
If you want to do damage for that.
Nothing on my computer is working except Skype right now, so I can't record most of this, but I'll get it all.
Just you can write it down somewhere,
Yeah.
etc., etc. Cool.
As I catch up.
Yep, you are now with everybody.
Okay,
You're all back together.
I'm gonna let Fengrim know I only got $8.95 or
Good job, lad.
everything. I'm gonna dole out 200 to each of them.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
so
good.
everybody gets 200 personal gold.
So everyone, so Fengrim and Ash should have 400 each, and then Fengrim's obviously going to lose money for buying for Lizardman. Clint or Patrick should have 200 now,
Yay!
and then Lucas or Ater has all the rest.
And I should be at
So just subtract 600 from the total, whatever you were up to,
Okay.
and the rest that's all yours.
Okay.
Okay. Fengrim, it occurs to you at this point that you guys haven't checked out the whole reason you came here yet as well.
Yeah.
Just thought.
Yeah. I'm torn between trying to get all that shit done, A as a player and B as Fengrim, and also just the other stuff that's happening. So
You buy whatever you needed for the Lizardmen, and
I'm getting it. Yeah.
yeah, and you can head back. You kind of let Ater know what's going on, and you guys can head back to and get a tavern room if you'd like to.
Yeah, I think I still need to heal up just a tiny bit more, and I'm pretty sure there's maybe somebody else that needs to heal up. So
Yes.
Or if you guys would like to, you could purchase some healing potions.
Yes.
Yes. Do you guys have recorded how many you have at the moment?
I have 0.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I has none.
Okay.
I'm not real positive of that, but yes.
Yeah, you should have 0. Drew, do you have any?
I think I have 1 left.
Okay, and I don't think Fengrim has any either.
No,
Okay.
not that I know of.
They are 200 apiece, and you find 2 for sale.
Whoa.
Just a heads up here, Bran.
Yep.
That cloak of dodge or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that I've had is not on my character sheet.
Yep. Go ahead and mark it down somewhere. I've got it figured out though. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
All in favor of the leader buying us health potions?
Nay.
So you guys can choose between yourselves who wants to buy what.
I'm only gonna have enough money to outfit what's his face, so don't worry about me.
Okay.
So me and Lucas each buy one, maybe?
No, I'm not buying one. Don't include me in this.
Even though you have 0?
Yeah, I'm not too keen
I'm
on
hoping
health
not.
potions because I always forget about them, so there's no point in buying them. So that's something
that makes
that I
perfect
do.
sense.
Pretty much in every GURPS thing I've ever played, I always forget I have a health potion, and so either I die or I just carry on.
I'll get the other one, just for the heck of it.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'll buy one.
Subtract 200 from your account, and then add 1 healing potion, and then put 1d plus 1 next to it. Okay. It's midday. You guys figured you could probably get good 5 hours of rest before the meeting with Jerry. If you'd like to head to the tavern and take a quick nap,
Yes.
Or a quick beer.
or that, if you don't want hit points, that's fine too.
And lose intelligence.
You head towards the tavern, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit for you. You head down towards the Stout Wizard, and you send the last cultist to bring the wagon to the ship, and he kind of takes off. He's going to just drive the wagon right up onto the ship and keep it there for safekeeping with the other cultists who are standing guard. You get into the Stout Wizard, and it's obviously a it's a old. It's a little bit of a side inn. It's surrounded by slum buildings, makeshift tenements. It's full of wretched-looking people, pirates. The sprawling single-story wooden building. It's got a reinforced wooden door and roughly hewn wooden tables and benches. Several battered shields hang on the walls. Accommodations consist of straw mats in various rooms. The innkeeper is a burly-looking female. There's a menu hastily scribbled out that allows for vegetable stew and a mug of mead, some bread and cheese, and some bitter beer. Some stewed pork, if you'd like it, for 10. There's more expensive ones. There's roasted sausage and millet bread and a tankard of beer for another 10. There's also some roasted watercress nuts and a mug of mead for 2, and salted partridge and dried beetroot and a tankard of perry for 8.
Did you randomly generate those from something?
That's my secret.
This adventure brought to you by Chaotic Shiny.
No, actually, it was a different one. Though I do
I'm
love.
pretty sure Chaotic Shiny doesn't know what Perry is, but
Yeah. For sake of time, we won't worry about the patrons right now. We can deal with that later, and who all may be. But you do notice a group of rowdy-looking sailors in one side, and a group of more seasoned, veteran-looking sea folk, kind of quietly talking to each other on another side of the building. But all you're worried about right now is getting some rest from a long time on the road. Rooms will accommodate 2 people and will cost 5 cash apiece. However you want to do that.
Alright, I'll pay for a room.
All right, that's 10 away from it.
I I will get one for me and 3-Pac, I
Or
guess.
5 away from Ater and 5 away from Fengrim.
I guess I'll get one for Clint and me since Clint doesn't have any monies.
Oh, you're a nice pyromancer.
Alright. So,
I'm worried I might wake up burned, though.
tempted to roll for it, but for the sake of time, I will not. You guys get a good day's rest in, and you can each, from a nice restful sleep in a warm building, you can each gain back 3 hit points.
Sweet.
Does anyone need fatigue points?
I need 2 for the soul stone from casting pain.
You can have those back. Who's chewing?
Something goes quiet like.
I know who it was.
I need 1 more fatigue point.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
It'd be really nice if you guys had a healer. Too bad the cleric refused to learn any healing spells.
Heal. Kill people.
Alright, so how's everybody looking for hit points?
I'm just -1.
You shouldn't be at minus anything.
Oh, alright.
Oh, wait, no, you've only lost 1. Okay, I see what you're saying. So,
well, yeah, no, 10 out of 11.
you should have 14 hit
I
points.
only have 11 HP.
That's what my character sheet says.
You have 14 hit points and 11 health.
Ew.
I'll say, I know you're at least as strong as Fengrim.
Yeah,
Well, in that case, then I'm at 10 out of 14.
there we go.
I too am 4 down.
Okay. Patrick?
11 out of 13.
Not bad. And Ash should be full on everything.
Uh-huh.
You have 8 or 9 hit points?
10.
You have 10? Whoa.
Wait, no, 8, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, did I buff up your hit points? I don't remember doing that. Awesome.
Yes, you did.
All right. Night falls, and the party finds themselves downstairs, sitting around the hearth as the fire roars. And the door opens. The wind's picked up outside. It kind of slams open a little bit. And in comes Jerry, shaking off what looks like a little bit of rain. And he comes and spots Fengrim, and he kind of gives him a little head nod and kind of quickly moves over and sits down. And he says, well, my contact contacted his contact who contacted his contact, who apparently talked to one of Hyde's close men. And it looks like they're willing to meet tonight, really, of all things, which is strange. But it looks like you're good to go. You can go ahead and go through in those double doors that you saw earlier, and you should be able to just knock 3 times, pause, and knock once more, and they'll let you in.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Let's go!
I'll look at Jerry in a very quiet tone. Say, let's presume that trust and your ability to throw Mr. Hyde are the same. How far would he go?
Mr. Hyde? Well, he's been nothing but kind to me. He's paid for my lodging since I've been here. He's kept me very well. You know, anytime I had time to go visit my cousin down south, he said it's all right as long as I found someone to cover for me. And, as long as I didn't ask too many questions and never got in trouble.
Why do I have a
Thanks,
feeling this is a trap?
Fengrim will stand, put his hand, his hands on the table, not threateningly and not angrily, just down on the table, and then a single coin will roll out towards Jerry, and he'll say, get yourself a drink, shake off this cold, and we will see you later.
Jerry says, it's always a good conversation with you, Fengrim. Good luck on your travels. And he heads towards the bar to get himself that drink.
Fengrim and the newly armed and armored 3-Pac will exit the tavern.
Just by themselves, just go.
Wait,
Oh!
we are meeting them tonight, is it also right now tonight?
Anytime you want to go do the knocking.
Right, okay.
All right, so...
I'm going with you!
As I'm leaving the table, I'll go, boys, you can either come with me or not, but be ready for anything if you do.
Okay.
So Ash is obviously right next to you. For some reason, Ash doesn't say much, but he's always willing to just go burn shit, so that makes it pretty dependable, I suppose.
It's its own kind of loyalty.
Yeah. As long as there's things to burn, he's happy.
The devil you know.
Yeah, right. So Ater resigningly stands up and follows you out. And the Eltarok. Patrick, what do you do?
I follow.
All right.
Normally, Fengrim would be very willing to just follow Ater and do whatever as it kind of relates to the whole grandiose plan. But in this particular case,
Yes.
they're trying to push along a certain agenda.
Ader's at that point where he's just kind of like, whatever. Let's just do this.
It's been too long since I killed something.
I need to hurt someone. Other
Immortality.
than just making somebody cry out in pain.
Yes, that was pretty good. Fair enough. You guys all head out, finish your drinks or whatever of water because you didn't pay for mead.
I took off an additional like 5 or something from me just to cover food, drink for 3POC and myself.
Perfect. Sounds good. The rest of you want to buy anything for food just for ahead of time?
Oh, that would also, I guess, be the coin for Jerry.
Yes.
Well, if I bought it and ate it, would it heal me more? No?
You would be in better shape. I'm not going to say what that means, really. But just
Okay,
think about
then,
normally.
Yeah, I'll toss the 8 down for the Perry and the whatever.
The partridge.
Yeah.
Fine. Cool. Ash?
I'll get the stew.
Excellent. The vegetable stew?
Yes.
Excellent. It's 4 from you. And the
Okay.
elf?
I have no money.
I'll pay for Clint.
2 vegetable stews. Cool. All right, so you guys are well fed now, which is good because you haven't eaten in a while. All right,
Does the demon child have to eat?
he
Eat Solus.
you caught him coughing out feathers at one point. He does, however, follow you guys quietly. For some reason, he just seems to like to be around whatever you guys are doing.
Delicious plot devices.
Yes. He finds himself. You guys find yourself in front of the double doors. Large, well-crafted double doors, very heavy. You can see yourself, even with a battalion, like a group of battle mages, would have trouble breaking through this with just pure firepower. I mean, it's pretty hefty, and Ash even notices a small enchantment upon the door. Nothing that seems like it'd be trapped, but
I'll lead the way.
assume it's a shielding spell of some sort.
Fengrim will say, be ready, but don't be stupid.
That should be your guys' motto. Alright, very nice. I like the actual knocking. As you do so, you hear this clink, chink, 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 clunk, and then the door just kind of swings open. And there are no guards. The door just swings open on its own, apparently.
Ghosts.
Ash doesn't sense any magic, but Fengrim is wise enough to realize that it was some kind of mechanism that was set to react to that specific set of knocks.
Really? Knock 3 times? Come on.
Pause and then knock
Pause,
once more.
Knock again.
Oh.
It's that pause that gets
Yes. And it may not be every time, it may just been tonight, etc., etc. You guys head into this, or if you'd like to, obviously. I'll let you decide what you want to do here.
I'm
you.
not worried it's a trap.
Proceed as a businessman.
Hang on a second here. Oh, never mind. Okay. Thought it might last longer than 1 minute, but It does
Yeah.
not.
I was trying to figure out if it was an hour or a minute, and I was going to be like, maybe you should cast that, but
Yeah, I was
I have no idea how long we're going to have to sit through, like, drinks and talking.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let's see. We'll
Clint,
just.
were you saying something a second ago?
I'm just a little worried it's a trap, but let's go for it.
Oh, God, it's definitely a trap. Like,
Does leadership or tactics play into any of this or no?
Tactics is great when a battle starts. You're going to want to use that then. Leadership is also pretty good. It could be in battle. I could use it towards like recruiting people, or if your party's morale is breaking, stuff like that.
make our party less stupid.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, if you're like, I don't really know what to do, or I want to do a quick leadership test, I may give you hints, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I am overconfident, so
Yes.
we can take it.
I
I'm
think
gonna cast Wither Limb on the elf.
I could still beat anybody with that.
would you like to make a leadership test before you do that? You're callous, not sadistic.
Oh.
You stop that. So okay. Any particular way you want to enter, order, such like that?
We'll let the little guy go first.
Okay. I'm guessing.
elf?
I'm guessing.
Oh, I'm sorry, the demon child, I guess, would be the...
So Fengrim goes first, followed by Ater, followed by
Yes.
I'll go next.
okay Patrick, then Ash, and then the demon child. And where's the lizardman?
And Three Paw and our pikemen will follow in the back.
Pikeman's on the ship.
Not there.
Oh, this,
So the lizardman's guarding the back.
probably, yeah.
Okay.
Glad I got him something that wasn't a breastplate.
You guys head in and find yourself in kind of a corridor. Ahead is one door to the right, which may or may not lead into what you would guess would be like the storehouse where Jerry kind of was. And then straight ahead is another door, and to your left is an open door.
It's up to you, Fengrim.
I guess I could explain. It's stone floor, stone ceiling. This particular room is very bare. It's just the doors.
Neo-Gothic, early Baroque, what are we talking here?
Country
Awesome.
chic.
Goat skin rugs everywhere. We're going to, I'm thinking the open door. I mean,
Okay.
cautious enough that we're not stepping through an obvious anything, but we should look like we belong.
Okay. So, standing tall, you kind of slowly approach the door and look around without trying to look like you're scared of anything.
Mainly just looking for someone, because
Yeah.
I'm a little perturbed that I haven't been met.
You find people now, not in the way you would think.
Oh.
You head into the room and you find what looks like almost a museum.
Ader's gonna whisper to Fengrim, I hope you know what you're doing.
No clue, lad. You want to know my secret? I'm always angry.
And sure enough, you'd called it earlier. This guy, you see what looks like a collection. There are just different races and mixes and creatures everywhere. And Ash is immediately. Could you make a IQ roll? But it will be largely bonused.
Oh, dude. We have a 7.
Very nice. The cages and rooms and burrows and everything around you, you can feel are heavily enchanted with warding and protection magics. Dangerous ones, too. You do not want to touch these at all. Immediately to your right, you see an elf girl with one of her ears missing, cowering in the corner, kind of like pawing at some scraps. To your left, however, is a tree at first glance, but you can kind of see it kind of shifts to watch you as you walk by. There's trolls. There's the orc you saw earlier in another cage. You can hear growling and snarling in the distance as you walk down this pathway towards a set of steps leading up to what looks like a throne, like where Berter Hyde is sitting with an entourage of his warriors. And next to him, in a dangling cage, above what appears to be some kind of vile-looking pit of goo, is Crag Iron Splitter. He doesn't look to be mistreated or beaten. He seems to have clean clothes, but he looks very, very, very angry and annoyed to be in his position.
You know, Mr. Hyde, we Arogat do better on our feet or on the seas than in the air.
And Hyde kind of smiles at you. He's like, I remember you. You were the one that was calling to me from the auction, weren't you?
It seemed you and I had something in common.
I'm guessing...
Always looking for new friends.
Hyde kind of nods. He's like, I'm guessing you're interested in the Arogat here. Crag, is it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Why as an Arogat, I can't see much reason, at least from what I know of your kind, for you to be so interested.
Let's say there's old blood there, and some unfinished business.
Hyde kind of nods. He's like, now, if I were to give you this Arogat, what would I get in return?
What's worth your, what was it, 1,500?
1,600.
16, Jesus Christ. That's a tough one. That's a higher level quest. It's a lot more wolf bladders that we're gonna have to collect.
Can I have? I already rolled for him. Could I have Ash make a perception check? And Patrick.
Hopefully you guys are watching our backs while Fengrim's just like, let me write some checks I can.
Oh, I just made my perception.
Okay.
Me too. I got 10.
Okay. You guys are watching with great interest of what's going on, and that's all I have to say for you. Okay. So Hyde. So what was? Did you have a response for him, Jason?
Yeah, it's what do you see as worth 1,600 gold? Excuse me, or double dollars or whatever the hell the money is here.
I just call it cash for ease of
cash.
not falling into stereotypes. He looks. He's like, it's not so much the money that I care about. It's the fact that I rarely see or ever see Aragats on the slave market, as that is their way of life. You don't ever catch an Arogat in his own trade. It's more of a uniqueness that I'm seeking.
I can tell. And Fengrim will glance around the room, making a show of it more than really caring what he sees.
As you glance around, you notice high up and chained to a wall way above and kind of straining and looking around and beaten and kind of like, you can tell it's been tamed almost, is a wyvern. To your left, off in the distance, there's a big, almost, it looks like it could have been somewhat of a boar, but it's maybe 6 times the size and has a big spike on its nose. And then he looks back at you and he says, now, I have you here, another Arogat, which I don't really care about having one or the other, but a lizardman, a demon-marked man, and he looks at Ater. Says that you are very intriguing to me.
I think we'll turn to the party. Rochambeau? Like, what do we want?
He says, I see that you really don't have anything to trade me that would truly change my mind, and why give in to give away my newest prize when I can just take you all for free and decide which ones are the best?
Or I could kill you.
And he snaps his fingers.
Before that, I was going to be like, I was thinking I could do I have a certain set of talents.
No.
I was also going to lean into Ater and be like, see that wyvern? We should look into getting that too.
As he snaps his fingers, the snap actually echoes. And out from the darkness, from all the cages, steps more of his guards. 4 more come from behind, plus the 5 on the dais.
As he does that, I'm also going to cast Death Vision on him.
You can certainly try.
Don't do it.
If I may interject something here,
Yes, Patrick.
we do know where there is a certain druid body and 2 very unique 2-headed bears carcasses.
I applaud that thought. I think it might be too late, but I applaud that thought. Let's try it.
As the guards step out of the darkness, he says, "Had you captured those bears and that druid alive, we would have had a deal."
See?
However, it is too late for that. And Berter High...
Target-rich environment!
He kind of pulls a lever on his chair, and you hear this tink, 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 and he lowers into the ground. And a slab closes over.
Much better than I thought.
And the guards start to close in.